I want to start off with the best head coach that I feel like off the market. I'm going to start with Mike Vrabel. And I absolutely love this coach hiring. I thought he was the best head coach out there. He was the best option. Um, he's a proven winner. He's been in big playoff games. He built the Titans from the ground up. Um, and time again, I'm going to sound like a broken record in this video, but the main thing that I look for a head coach is number one, what do you bring to the team as far as what's your expertise? Are you special teams? Are you defense? Are you offense? Whatever side of the ball you are, that better be the best part of your fucking team. Bill Belichick, what was the Patriots known for? Defense. Sean McVay, what are the Rams known for? Offense. That's what side his expertise is on. All right. So that's number one. And Vrabel, on that note, he's a defensive guy. The Titans always had a what? Great
defense.
Exactly. All right. Number two, the other thing I look for. How do you make guys better? What on your roster that you have, what guys do you put in certain situations where you're like, that guy is playing a lot better than what he is because of the system he's in? And Vrabel, time and time again, if you can remember some of the guys on defense, Max, it wasn't really a lot of superstars. It was what? Maybe Jeffrey Simmons? That's about it. He made guys better. Guys were better.
Will Compton.
Will Compton
made him a household name.
Exactly.
Yeah, made him a household name.
With that being said, I think Mike Vrabel, out of all these guys, made guys the best. He's had the coaching experience. I think it's an A+ hire. It's great. I love it. What do you think?
No, it's an A+. Taking this job makes you definitely think he had some insider information that if the year went badly, he could have this job. And you look back, he sat out of the last coaching cycle, the 2024 cycle, and paid off. He got to where he wanted to go. New England has a culture builder. That's something you have to talk about with the head coach. Mike Vrabel isn't just an expertise on one side of the ball, because we've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Robert Saleh made a good defense on the Jets, right? We're not going to argue.
Right.
But what didn't he do on? There was a horrible culture there.
Yeah.
Then sometimes the culture extends past the coach, and it's an ownership thing. We've talked about that with the Commanders. But sometimes you have a coach who just says the wrong thing at the right time, doesn't know how to manage situations, and it happens. I love the hire. Mike Vrabel's the guy I think is going to lead this team into the next era of Patriots success. And I'm excited for what it brings, because they have a lot of pieces there on the defensive side of the ball. The offense is a big work in progress. We know this.
Well,
but there's the building blocks to get to the right direction, and I think you have the man for the job. Like you said, the number one commodity in my book landed where he wanted to go. And that's something, too, you have to think about. This wasn't like Matt Nagy or, this was a guy who was sought after last year.
Right.
Who's a known commodity of being a great head coach.
Right.
Yeah. So that's something. I think that's something to look at.
Real leader.
Patriots said out of the ballpark.
He's a leader of men, and his players speak very highly of him. A lot of the Titans players spoke up when they let go of Vrabel.
It was a shocking dismissal, though, too. Yeah. We have to remember that. We were both like, really?
Right.
You're going to let Mike Vrabel walk out of the building?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think it's a coincidence that he was the first head coach off the market right away. It was pretty quick. On the Patriots side, one thing that makes this job appealing is the cap space. I think they have like the third most cap space, if not the most. I think Washington is up there, and I think
they're up.
Vegas.
They're up there for sure.
Yeah,
they have Drake May, who had a really impressive rookie year.
Right. I don't think they have a lot of pieces, though, Max, in all honesty. I think they got two really big pieces, and one's on offense and one's on defense. Obviously, it's Drake May, and then number two on defense, Christian Gonzalez. I think after that, there's a lot of guys that are kind of in the middle, you got Kyle Duggar.
But those are the guys, one that Vrabel's going to make into stars, and they're going to be like, God dang, like,
right.
How the hell is Christian Barmore kicking ass all of a sudden? I know he's banged up and you got the lung thing. But it's like, damn,
Yeah.
Keon White, where did he come from? Like, we already know Kyle Duggar's a really good safety, but that's something like, damn, Mike Vrabel's putting him in the right position, not making
Yeah.
him play cornerback type
Yeah. On
stuff.
the defensive side, I get you, but they
Yeah, the
got,
offense, like I said, is big work in progress.
yeah, big work.
It might not be next year, it might be 2 years away. It
Yeah.
just depends how they draft and how they sign.
Yeah, we'll see how Vrabel does. He finally has a quarterback. He's dealt with Ryan Tannehill, Marcus Mariota, guys like that. So it's going to be fun to see.
But he resurrected Ryan Tannehill
Yeah.
from the depths, from hell. We're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, they almost went to a Super Bowl with him.
And if I'm going to play devil's advocate here, if I'm going to say, how does Vrabel fail? One thing that scares me is GM and head coach got to be on the same page. That's another thing. Like, those two guys got to be working hand in hand. And if those two guys are not getting along, it's usually a bad recipe and you lose a lot of games. Now, the GM for the Patriots, I don't know exactly who's running the fucking show. I know he's related to Elliot Wolf. I think Wolf is the guy that does a lot of the personnel for them. Excuse me if I'm wrong. But
yeah, Elliot Wolf is the de facto GM, they say, but you know Vrabel's gonna have a huge say.
Right.
Huge.
So we'll see who has that power and command when it comes to picking the players. That can be a problem. That the main reason why Vrabel was out in Tennessee, Max, was because of the GM. They didn't get along.
John Robinson. Yeah,
John Robinson.
correct,
John Robinson wanted to trade AJ Brown. Mike Vrabel was like, "What the fuck are we doing? Why are we trading AJ Brown?" And it seemed like it just went downhill after.
Yeah, Vrabel was probably right about that one.
Right. Exactly.
We'll say.
So that aspect of it, I would be scared of if I'm a Patriots fan. The Patriots fans that I know in my life and some of the podcasts that I listen to that are Patriots fans, that's the number one concern is the GM. It's Wolf. A lot of Patriot fans don't like him. So we'll see how that works out. But as far as the coaching aspect, I love Mike Vrabel, bro. A+, absolutely love it. I think it's a home run.
Big dreams, everything ain't what it seems. Glittering gold both ways. Not on my team. This organic, we don't